Welcome back. It's been 2 to 3 days. We didn't get the boom. So this PM session, I want to go for the boom, exactly for the boom. Okay, and yep, not interested to explain the price action. Instead, would love to go for the trade. Quiet session. Just to go for the trade. That's all. Love to get the boom. Hello, all of you guys. Hey, Katlava. Hey, RP. Hello, brother. Miguel. Let's get the boom. Yeah, I'll go for that boom now. I am fed up with the boom. Sorry, stream. Yeah, I just will go for the trade without any explanation. By the way, I have got 30 subscribers, 430 subscribers. Did you notice that? The city satisfied again. Looks like that way. People will start to unsubscribe then. How much around the morning session I have talked about that. That is screenshot, brother. Brother, I don't trade the forex market or gold market, so I have no opinion about those market. I don't have any idea what is happening all those market. I mean, because I don't trade the forex market. I really don't want to talk too much. I talk too much, I know that. Would love to be quite a bit just for going for the boom. I don't get the boom for it's been 2 to 3 days, so I'd love to work with the boom now. Waiting for the opportunity. If I get the opportunity, I'll go for the trade. Around 12:50, there was a buying opportunity for me from this order block, but unfortunately, market didn't tap to this order block. I was trying to catch the buy from this candle, but unfortunately, it didn't give me the opportunity. Okay, so I missed that buy from here to until the first presented gap low. It didn't provide me the entry. I don't know what happened to this market. It's not providing the buying opportunity now these days. Why is that? I have no idea. DB, I have spent near about 1 hour around the morning session, around the London session, and then I came to the Discord after the AM session live, just just to show the way to get the payout. Brother, still you are asking about that solution. I don't have any other solution better than that. Kudos kid. Hey ICT, how are you, brother? Good afternoon, Jamie. Don't worry, I'll talk after 2 p.m. I'll talk. I would love to request some people who are with me for at least 2 months. With me, you are watching me for 2 months. Please comment, say hi, hello, anything. I would love to see how many people are here who are watching me at least for 2 months. I have a lot to tell. Don't worry. We'll talk after 2 p.m. Netkit Ravi, see the pro. No, Parosh, I have asked that if you are with me with at least 2 months, then please comment. Sachin Gangjong, first one. Mourad, Sharoda, G-Man, Gupta. Anyone else? Trader Boy, Juan. Okay. Seth, Utshuk. Anyone else? Seth. Okay. Okay. As it is already almost two, so I'm not going to take any other entries. Now, is there anyone else like Korosh or ICT I can't trade? Is there anyone else like him? ICT I can't trade or Korosh who has some opinion to give me over trade or like don't go against the bias or anything. Is there anyone else? Because I have a lot to talk those people who are with me for at least 2 months. I'm just listening, not talking, not taking any entries. Why you didn't take the entry, brother? There are so many possibilities to get the entry. Well, this is 2 p.m. Intentionally, I put the stop loss smaller. That was my intention. I mean, I did it intentionally. While I push that buy button, after pushing that buy button, I told that I am waiting for the boom. Just pushing that buy button, I saw the comment from ICT I can't trade. He was saying something, whatever. Okay, I can see the chorus. Let me actually read his comment first. Then, I mean, in this environment, trade is difficult. No, it's not difficult. This is the easiest market to trade. Don't say it is difficult. This is the easiest entry opportunity ever. Okay, let me explain this price action. While I say that I'm willing to take the boom, I saw the comment from ICT I can't trade that short. So I trailed my stop loss higher, got a start out, and then started to take the sell. I will keep asking you the question, you will keep giving me the reply. Those people, I'm asking only those people who are with me at least for 2 months. I would love to show you something here. And what was that? Yeah, I got it. This price and that price. I would love to ask you some question from these two price. Okay. Yesterday, market came here to this new day opening gap, and then it has rejected from there, started to fall. So people came here in my live on the PM session. I made it not subscribe. It's not subscribe only chat. Okay. It's not subscribed only chat. Course, please let me explain. Okay, it's not a sell. It's not a sell, brother. There is no sell. So please let me finish what I'm trying to say. There is no sell. If you want to take sell, please go for it. There is no sell in my opinion. This is and that they are the relatively equal highs. What did I tell you yesterday? While market has made this relatively equal highs or the buy side liquidity, it fall to take that low, trade some specific level before going higher. Then it come here to this last parallel gap, fall again to this order block. Let me mark that order block again. This is that order block. Came to this order block. Now it should go for that buy side liquidity. So it started to go higher. This is the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Here it left the buy side liquidity over there. This is a clean buy side liquidity. So all of these people are seeing that this is a very strong resistance zone. Market rejected from this last fair value gap fall. What it has done, take all of this liquidity has been taken. All of this liquidity has been taken. Traded the new day opening gap low as well as the new week opening gap low. These two line is the support. Yesterday it has traded the entry fair value gap because it didn't have the entry fair value gap low, or sorry, the new day opening gap low or new week opening gap low. There was nothing. So I have used the PDRA from 15-minute chart. Today I have new week opening gap low and new day opening gap low. I don't need to think about this entry fair value gap. Did you see this entry fair value gap or last fair value gap? Whatever you say, this is the last fair value gap or the entry fair value gap. I don't need that fair value gap. What do I need? This new week opening gap low and new day opening gap low. I have clearly seen that market has been rejected from there, so it has fallen to take the liquidity over here. What is this candle? I talked about this one yesterday or that on, that this is called the entry fair value gap. The lowest down close body close candle is called the order block. Market came, where did it came? Last fair value gap. Rejected from that last fair value gap, where it went? To this order block. Market came to this last fair value gap. Look over here. This was that last fair value gap. See over here. It came to this last fair value gap, rejected from that last fair value gap until this order block. Sorry. I think it should be there. What is my chart? Wait. 15-minute last fair value gap came to this 15-minute last fair value gap, came to this order block. Same thing. 15-minute last fair value gap came to this 15-minute order block. 15-minute order block. There is no sell. This market is going higher. While it came to this 15-minute order block, you will go to your 1-minute chart. There is your 1-minute chart. In this 1-minute chart, look at that week. This is a very specific week that has been traded a fair value gap over here. See this fair value gap, it has been traded. This is the 50% of that week. It is called the CE of that week. Another word, this is the last fair value gap. This was the order block that has been retested. Made a bullish fair value gap over here around this area. This is the bullish fair value gap from 1-minute chart. Trade this bullish fair value gap. Where it is reaching for? Buy side liquidity. Over here, if you would love to use this lowest down close body close candle, what is this called? This is called the order block. Market came here until this order block, reacted from there, came back again to trade this order block. Forget about this. You would love to take the sell, please go for it. There is no sell for me. I'm not interested to take the sell. This is the lowest down close body close candle, which is my order block. I'm more interested to mark the 50% of that order block. This is the 50%. Nobody should close below the 50% of that order block, which is called mean threshold. Keep watching. Mean threshold. Body came, trade that mean threshold. Come here around the area. Same order block level. Trade that order block. This was the fair value gap. Remember yesterday I tried to frame the same buy from this order block. Anybody remember that? From that fair value gap, market didn't give me the entry opportunity over here. What happened today? it came exactly the same way it has been traded here, made the bullish order fair value gap, trade that bullish fair value gap, went higher, rejected from a bearish PDRA, which is called a reaction, sent the market until the order block one more time. When this order block has been validated, while this candle has been appeared on the chart, it has been validated and as an order block. Trade that order block, trade the mean threshold. What should you think now? It is falling. While you have seen this, is it falling? No, it is going higher. While I have taken this buy, look at this bullish fair value gap, how it has been reacted from that bullish fair value gap. Look over here, the CE. Is there a single body that has closed below the C? Is there a single body? No. Retest this order block from a higher time frame, from a previous price action here, has been retested that, trade this, made this one, went higher. Trade the mean threshold, what should it do? Go for this first presented gap, take that high. When it will broke this one, it is coming for this buy side liquidity. I don't need to hold the trade for that area. I will simply take a buy here, will target any of this level, I'll be profitable. Maybe I have missed that on. See, this order block has been traded by this candle. Nobody has closed below this mean threshold. What is this? Propulsion block. Look at this propulsion block. I will take re-entry from this propulsion block. Sell? Of course no. Buy? Of course buy. From that specific candle. Here. Going to cover just the order block open. I have to cover the order block open. Now, I really would love to prefer that mean threshold, but as you can see, it's 27 handle. I can't do that. So we'll cover the order block open a bit. Going to target the same area. This first presented gap low from this propulsion block. This propulsion block, that order block, they are here to give me the reaction only. I'm not interested to see that they are going to hold the market and sending this market lower. Yesterday, the whole PM session, I have explained the same thing, and today in this market, you are saying that it's not tradable. You can't trade this market. But I have shown you the same thing yesterday. But there was a problem. Market didn't give me the entry opportunity over there. That was the problem yesterday. But today, market has provided me the entry over here. I missed this entry. Order block came too far. See how long it takes. Too long to come to this order block. I'm not going to believe this order block anymore. I would love to wait for the propulsion block to take the re-entry. Now, am I going to hold this trade for this buy side liquidity? Of course not. I will close my trade in a very specific level, maybe to this first presented gap 50%, maybe. I'll take some partial here somewhere. I mean, maybe here. I'll take the partial maybe there. 1:1 or 30 handle partial. After taking this partial, I'll hold my trade until this 50% of this first presented gap. Why did you think that this is going to fall? What was the reason for taking the sell? Is that sell, man? What I'm doing in this live every day? What I'm doing here, man, every day? This same price action I have explained yesterday, the same thing. There is nothing, there is no change. Nothing has been changed. Everything is same. Every single thing is same. Still you are thinking this is going to fall. He's framing the sale. Have you ever seen that I took a buy and then I got stopped out? I started to take sell. Have you ever seen me to do that? What is the problem with you guys? While I'm explaining this price action, why you are not giving the concentration, man? Some people like Korosh, they are new. They don't know anything about trading. Nothing. They just react with the price. But I'm explaining the price action every day. I'm showing you the way this market is moving. Every day, man. Every day. What is the difference? Man, how can I make it much more easier? While I'm marking all of these things, right? You are not seeing that. You are with me for 2 months, maybe for 3 months. Didn't you ever see that? How do I use this CE? Anybody here? Well, when I have marked that perfect order block and I marked that 15-minute bearish gap for the reaction, I have marked that buy side liquidity. Did you ever see that I have any sell side liquidity here? Any sell side liquidity was there? Is there any sell side liquidity that I have marked? What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you, man? This is called price action. You have to understand what is happening in this market. Why this market will go higher? Why it fall from this specific area? What was the reason for falling that fall? Man, there is the order block. It came here from the 15-minute last 5 gap. This is called the reaction. Sent the market lower for trading that order block. While it has been traded that order block, respected that 1 minute CE as well. Retested this order block. Every job is done over there. Made this bullish fair value gap, which is around the order block level. Tap to this order block. What should you do? Is there any way to take sell? No way to take sell. Go for the buy. From there, go for the buy. Now, maybe you didn't get the opportunity. You didn't believe it. Okay, no problem. What is wrong with this propulsion block? Take the buy from this propulsion block. No sell is valid. Only buy, only buy, only buy. Why you will take the sell? But brother, it is not here. You don't need it to be here. All you need some run. Maybe you take the partial here, okay? Just for example, you take the partial here, 24 handle. Or maybe you take the partial here, 42 handle. Or maybe you take the partial 1:1, okay? So 16 handle, 16 handle, 16 handle, 16 handle. Isn't it enough? What's wrong? See this, you will start to think this is going to fall. No, man, it's not falling. It's reacting from that area. It is trying to break that level. That is why it is reacting from there. After seeing this candle, you will start, now it is going to fall. Man, I'm fed up. Those people like ICT, like Korosh, they are new. They don't know what I'm doing, but you guys know me. You are watching me for 2 months now. Why you are not so confident to take the buy? Why this is shit price action? Why it is difficult for you to take entry from there? I'm really fed up, man. This market and yesterday's market, what is the difference between these two markets? What is the difference? This is going to fall? Bullshit. Why it will fall, man? Why it should fall? What is the reason for falling? Man, if you guys, I'm telling those people only who are with me for at least 2 months. At least 2 months. If you are here to copy my trade, stop doing that. Listen to me carefully what I'm showing you here. I am trying to make you free. Free, man. Free from me, free from ICT, free from Tania, free from Patrick, free from everyone. I'm trying to make you free. Focus what I'm showing you. And take your own decision. All of this level. Who can tell me that, brother, I didn't know this is the order block. Brother, I didn't know this is the propulsion block. I don't know how to take the entry from this propulsion block. I don't know that how to use this first presented gap. Yeah, of course, if Trump started to say something like very accidental thing, then it can of course fall. Maybe he talked about something about tariffs, okay, and then it started to fall. It can happen. That is called accident. But as a normal way, why I should think about the sell? This market has fallen from that last fair value gap. It's a clear reaction. There should not be any kind of confusion about that reaction. And this reaction is just to take the liquidity and trade some specific gap. More importantly, that new day opening gap, new week opening gap. I don't know why it is gone from my chart. Man, why it has gone from my chart, I have no idea. All of this reaction is happening because of this last fair value gap reaction and the first presented gap. While they will be broken, I will be free to go for buy again. Until it is not broken, I'll keep waiting. Keep waiting. So I hope that, brother, you will focus on learning instead of taking entry copying trade. Please don't do that. Now it is going to fall. Look at this area. Look at that area. Now let me clear everything. Everything. I'm going to clear everything. What do you see over here? Is that candle going to tell you that I'm going to fall? Is it telling you? Or is it telling that, okay, brother, I'm trying to make some kind of reaction before going higher? So all those people, these people are seeing that I'm a very strong resistance. So I'm going to fall, they're going to chase me, and I'm going to stop them out. I have no idea, man. How can I make this so much easier for you guys? Okay. Day by day, I'm getting frustrated. Day by day, I'm getting frustrated. Hey, today just joined the stream in the middle. What about the big gap from today? When will price target that? If that gap is filled, I mean that gap is filled, then I am bullish. Okay. If that gap is filled, then I'll be very less confident to think about the bull run. Until that gap is open, I'm extremely bullish. So that gap is working for me as a breakaway gap. This fair value gap, tap to this gap, it is going to give me the boom. That is for sure. There is no confusion. It is going to give me the boom because I have shown you every single level over there. And this price, yesterday's PM session price, they are the exactly same price action. Then why you are afraid of taking or thinking about this market? Why you are saying this is so confusing? What it is going to happen? What is going to happen over here? This gap. Look at that gap. Look at the reaction from this gap. The bodies. Look at the bodies. How it has been reacted from that gap. Yesterday, I was looking for the same entry opportunity. Same gap. Same gap. Remember? Same gap. Didn't take me. I was waiting for an order block here. Even it didn't make the order block over there. Just keep going higher. It missed me yesterday, but it didn't miss me today. Look over here. What happened? It didn't miss me today. Even the order block has been traded. Next opportunity to take the buy. Any kind of fall is your buying opportunity. No, brother, I was fed up because this price is the exactly same price like yesterday. Where I have shown in the morning session, brother, you have only the buy side liquidity. So you should look for the buy only, buy only, buy only. Market fall. Okay, from there. Maybe around the morning session, it was falling. While it has been fallen that much. Same thing. New day opening gap, remember? Fall to take the liquidity trade that entry fair value gap. Last fair value gap reaction, fall to take the liquidity trade the entry fair value gap or the last fair value gap or the new week opening gap, new day opening gap low. Used that area. I don't know why it's gone from my chart. New week opening gap low, new day opening gap low, as well as this fair value gap. I don't need it. Yesterday I was needed that. that because I didn't have those new week opening gap, new day opening gap low. I didn't have that, but today I have them. While it has been traded here, it is struggling, brother, breaking the new day opening gap high. It is struggling to break that one, as well as the 50-minute last parallel gap. When it will close one tick above this high of that new day opening gap, it will keep going higher. Where? For this buy side liquidity. This price and yesterday's price are the same price. Now, brother, I took the buy here, but it didn't give me that boom. You don't need that boom. You just need a small run until this first presented gap. That's all you need. That's all. And it will give you here. Maybe it didn't hit that first presented gap. You took the buy from here. It didn't give the run over there. You also don't need that. From here to here, it's the 17 one handle run. Maybe you have taken 30 handle partial, then you got stopped out around 30 handle. You are profitable, man, already. Why do you need to worry about that? Man. Liquidity, net kit. Liquidity. Liquidity is the base of moving this price. See, this is a bearish gap, so take the sell from there. Go for it. I don't have any problem. I'm not interested. I can see that it's simply rejecting from the top of this new opening gap high, as well as the 15-minute last parallel gap, as well as the first presented gap. It is just reacting from there. It will fall, take some liquidity, it will go higher again. I don't need to worry about that fall. If you ask me about closing that gap, DJ, I will say that this gap will be opened for the rest of this week. So I would love to see if this market would love to close this gap. It will happen next week. Even if it would love to come over here, I don't want to see that this is coming for this gap by this week because I'm bullish. So from my higher time frame, I'm bullish. I want to work with the buy run, and this gap, which is the new day opening gap, is going to give me the priority or give me the confidence that this is a bullish market. If this gap 50% until here, if it work here, then maybe I will start to think, oh, okay, maybe it will fall a bit, then it will go higher. But until then, I will be extremely bullish. I don't want to see this market will come for that opening gap, new day opening gap. Do you get the point how to read this market? All of this fall, I don't care about them. All I'm seeing that how this market is working from 15-minute chart. It is reacting from this order block. Until this order block is holding the market, I can't think about sell. I know that why this market is reacting, because it is struggling to break that new day opening gap high. While this new day opening gap high will be broken, this market will start to fly. Then the next resistance zone is the 50% of this 15-minute last parallel gap. That is the next resistance zone. While it will be broken, it will start to fly. How long? Until the low of this last parallel gap or the new week opening gap 50%, until that area. Then it will start to fly again. Where? Buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity. You have a lot of buy side liquidity. They're asking you, brother, I'm coming to take them. So take me with you. Give me the reply. Why didn't you take the buy from there? Why didn't you take the buy? Even you don't need to wait for this one. This gap is more than enough to take the buy. This gap is more than enough to take the buy. That gap. Why is that? Because this is the inversion fair value gap. Let me remove this one. This is the inversion fair value gap. It tapped over there, take that liquidity, went higher, closed above this inversion fair value gap while it tapped to this gap. That is your buy. Boom. Come on, man. See this gap? This is called the unfilled gap. It should not be filled 100%. While it has been filled, until this low is not taken, I will keep looking for the breaker block entry opportunity. See this low? If this low is not going to be taken, I will go for the breaker block entry. But brother, it is going to make the sell side liquidity. No, it's not going to make the sell side liquidity. Sell side liquidity has been taken over here. It doesn't need to take the sell side liquidity again. So all I need to see if it can make a breaker block now to take all of this resistance zone. So let's wait. This low is my priority right now, to think that it is not going to take that low. If it failed to take that low, I'll go for the buy again. What type of higher time frame PDR do you have? New day opening gap, constant crossment, order block level from 1 minute chart, last fair value gap, and the week 50%, all of these things also acceptable. For making the order block, what it has to do? This breaker block will give me confident win. Confident win. How long it is valid? Until this low is not taken, because this is the origin of that setup. This low has taken all other lows, failed to take the extreme low. See this low? It has taken all the lows, failed to take that low. It is called failed PDRA. You know you are looking for breaker block, you got the failed PDRA. You know you have the buy side liquidity here, you have the buy side liquidity there, you have everything over there. You know that this market is trading that bullish order block from 15-minute chart. Everything you know that. What do you need? Just the model to take the entry. Just the model you need to take the entry. That's all you need. ভাই আমার কমেন্টটা পড়েন। আনাস ভাই ছোট অ্যাকাউন্ট দিয়ে ট্রেড নিয়ে মজা পাই না, খালি লস। একটা ফান্ডেড অ্যাকাউন্ট নিব, কার সাথে আলোচনা করব, কোনটা ভালো হয়, কোনটা সিস্টেম কি? Brother, I think you should research it through YouTube first, okay? Because nobody is going to take that risk. Every prop firm is risky. Any prop firm can be gone anytime. So, but if you ask me right now, the best is Take Profit Trader. The next best is My Funded Futures and Apex Funded Account, because Apex has the 90% discount right now. And then we have Bullnox. They are all good, okay? Brother, there is no 15-minute bearish breaker block. I don't see any 15-minute bearish breaker block over here. Now it can be my problem. I have no 15-minute bearish breaker block there. For being a breaker block, I need some specific rules has to be met. Unfortunately, market didn't make the breaker block. The first breaker block is here. This is the first breaker block, bullish breaker block. So until now, I don't have any breaker block. So I can't take the entry. I have to let this go. If it can make another breaker block here, I will take that breaker block entry. So I have to wait for market to give me that breaker block entry opportunity. Anukul, for being a breaker block, there is some specific rules, and according those rules, it didn't match, okay, with the breaker block rules. That is why I'm not seeing any breaker block over there. But of course, that can be the breaker block, and if you are thinking about sell, please go for that, man. But for being a breaker block, there has to be some rules. I mean, there has to meet some rules. When will you know the PDRA will fail? When it flows above the highlighted gap. I will know that this PDRA is failed while it will make the breaker block, because I'm waiting for the breaker block from this area. While this market has made the order block, trade that order block, went higher, made this unfilled gap, and then this unfilled gap has been filled 100%. I will start to look for the breaker block. And when I'm looking for the breaker block, I'm expecting it will fail the PDRA. The PDRA is going to be failed because I need the run toward the buy side liquidity. If this PDRA failed, I'll get the opportunity to take the entry from the breaker block. If this PDRA is not failed, that means I have lost the opportunity to take entry from the breaker block. So if you ask me, no, I don't know that when the PDRA is going to be failed, but I expect that it is going to fail here so that I will be able to take the entry from the breaker block. No, my funded futures doesn't have the activation fees. Take profit trader doesn't have the activation fees, brother. They don't have the activation fees. See, now those people are not talking. While I was framing the trade, they started to say, I'm more interested to take the sell, right? He told he took the sell from this gap. Come on, man. He has already got stripped out. You have to understand what this market is doing. Why this market fall until that area? What was the reason? How it was going to fall over there and why it will go higher now? Until this order block is not going to break, this is a bullish market. A very confident bullish market. See this order block? Until it is not failed. As well as see this constant crossment of that new day opening gap. This is the constant crossment. The low of new week opening gap, the low of new day opening gap. How can you frame the sell? How can you frame the sell? After seeing all of this PDRA, they are the strongest PDRA ever. Is there any issues with Apex Trader funded? What type of issues you are asking, brother? There is no issue. I wish that I will get the opportunity to show you the breaker block entry. This is how I look for the breaker block so that my breaker block works most of the time, because I wait for the specific reason to mate first, then I look for the breaker block. Not every low, high, lower low is my breaker block. They have given 2 million payout. Wow, thank you, Anukul. I click your link, but it's leading to Apex company for sale. What you are talking about, brother? Just go to Apex Trader funding, use the code. You can see the code on the top of the screen, YIZZHGZZN. If you use that code, you will get 90% discount, brother. Hey, which video did you go over how to trade funded account, where you say how many accounts should you have and how many trades you should? Brother, go today's morning session. I mean, not morning session, okay? Around 6 a.m. New York local time, I have done 1 hour live, okay? Today around 6 a.m. New York local time, I have done a 1 hour lecture. The name of that lecture was, please watch it. Follow everything that I told. If you want the payout. This one, how to stop over trading, psychological class. It's an 1 hour 48 minute, but watch the first part because last part I talked about some kind of price action. So you can watch the first part to get the whole concept. Okay, just skip sometimes and take the notes. Which one is important? Just take that on. I think it will be easier for you. Look on your right. This 15-minute chart is going to tell you what is happening over there. Still, it is telling me that I'm going higher. Just reacting from this area. I'm still going higher. So not interested to take the sell. Gupta has 103 points. I don't know how. Gupta has more points. Should we buy if it breaks the top on the 1 minute frame? I'm waiting for the breaker block. My buy will be only from the breaker block. So I need something like this. Low, lower low, highest up close, body close candle. Body will close out that candle. Tap to this candle. It's my breaker block entry to take the buy. If I get the breaker block, I'll take the buy. Otherwise, I'm not interested to take the buy. Here, I have only breaker block here. Until now, I have the breaker block here. So if it can make another lower low, this type of situation, then I will get another breaker block to take my entry. After last giveaway, points decreased. I think Mahadi has done something. Mahadi wanna be the highest point taker. He has done something. It's a bit bad price action now. It was so good and now it's little bad. The volatility of the candles are really bad. This Trump is making this market shit. Man, it was so beautiful, but now the Trump is making it shit. Can you please help me to make bias on daily time frame in such condition as right now market is consolidation and stuck in bullish bearish period? Brother, bias depends on liquidity. Where is your liquidity? Wherever is your liquidity, bias is there. If you have buy side liquidity, bias is bullish. If you have sell side liquidity, bias is bearish. If you have buy side liquidity, any kind of bearish PTRA will give you the reaction and bullish PTRA will give you the reversal. See here, the bearish 15-minute fair value gap has given you the reaction. This bullish order block will give you the reversal toward that buy side liquidity because you don't have the sell side liquidity. This is the easiest way to look for the bias, brother. My points, guys, don't no need to worry about that point. Okay, I will just give 150k account the day after tomorrow. Only the people has the highest point, and from the next time there is no need about the point. I mean, you don't need the point. No need to worry about that point anymore. I know that you guys are with me for so long, so you don't. I mean, you don't need to worry about that point. Point is absolutely okay. While I was looking for sale here, nobody talked about anything. Why, guys? Did you ever see me that I'm changing my bias? How cute that was. How cute that was. There can be nothing that can be more beautiful than this. Come on, man. And what a beautiful price action, man. Come on. If this low is taken, then this is going to be my breaker block. If this low is taken. If this low is not taken, still I don't have the breaker block. So what it has to do is it has to take this low, but it can't trade this order block. It can't trade this order block, but it has to take this low to make this candle as a breaker block. Now I have the breaker block here. Okay, so I'm going to mark the breaker block. The next candle will close one tick above this box. I will go for the buy. This breaker block is some kind of breaker block that give me 95 times winning trade. I have to say like 5 times I will take the losing trade until this low is not taken. If this low is taken, this breaker block is not valid anymore. So it should not take this low. Yeah, brother, you have already broken. Now you come back again to break all of them. You took the sell from the gap, you got stopped out, now you come back again to break all of them. That's cool, man. This low is taken, so breaker block is not valid anymore. I am not interested to look for the breaker block. I will wait for the 22 YT model again. Because, I mean not 22 YT model, any kind of fair value cap or order block entry opportunity. Because this low has been taken already. Right, yeah. So this breaker block is not valid. Still now this market is trading the order block. Maybe it has traded the 50% of that order block. Still that is trading the order block. No fall. This Friday, next Monday, and next Wednesday, brother. 3 giveaway, 3 days. Next Monday, sorry, next Friday. That means the day after tomorrow. Then next week Monday, and another one I will give around Wednesday. These are the 150k account. Another buy from this order block. Tap to this order block, another buy. If it make a fair value gap here, of course you know how to use that fair value gap. I'm not going to remind you that things, okay? I will mark them as in hindsight. But just telling you, order block, if it make the fair value gap, you know how to use that fair value gap. Now if it doesn't give me the entry, that is a different matter. All I have missed that when this low has been taken here by a very shallow run, I have missed the opportunity to take entry from the breaker block. For example, if it could fail to take that low, this would be my breaker block. That would be my breaker block here. That one or that one, any of them I could use as my breaker block. But while this low has been taken, I'm not interested to look for this candle or that candle as my breaker block anymore. It's not valid as a breaker block anymore. Look at this fair value gap, okay? 50% of this fair value gap. But for withdrawal, you need 30% consistency rules. For Apex, it is the 1341 candle and 1442 candle considered relatively equal lows. If you are asking about these two candles, this one and that one, of course they are the relatively equal lows. It is called the obvious liquidity. Now if my bias was bearish, for example I was looking for sell, this would be my target. This low and that low would be my target. As I'm not looking for sell, so I'm not interested to take or think that this is the liquidity. I'm saying that this low has been taken over here, which is called the liquidity taken. Market has taken the liquidity, so it should keep going higher now. As it has tapped to the open, I would love to mark the open. As it has traded the open, okay? And would love to mark the min threshold of that order block. Why this market is too bad now? Is there anyone, do you know that Trump is doing something very, like he's doing some tweet or some news are going to release today? Is there anything after 4 p.m. today? Is there anyone who knows that? Yep, for Apex. Yeah, Apex, you need the 30% consistency rules. Do anybody knows that we have any news going to release after 4 p.m. today? Why this market is too bull? I'm too bad. It's not moving anywhere like yesterday. Not moving anywhere, just doing the consolidation. It is still straight 6 no running. We have about ABC result after market close. What is the ABC result, brother? Like yesterday we had the Tesla, so there was a reason for being that bullshit price action yesterday. What do we have today? We have anything today? We have Google today, and Trump is speak around 5. Stop trading, man. Stop trading. If Trump is going to speak around 5, stop trading. No more trade, please. Trump will make everything disaster. I really respect that guy. It's like this because the huge gap. I'm asking that if there is any news. Google, we have news some from Google. Google tomorrow, not today. Okay, so we don't have any kind of news after the market close. So let's see if the Trump speaking is going to make some kind of big run around the 5 p.m. But 5 p.m. the market is closed, right? Trump and Powell, both of them are same. Trump and Powell, both of them are same. I have no idea how can we work with Powell and the Trump. This market is not moving anywhere. It's just consolidating in the same range again and again. Last parallel gap, order block. Last parallel gap to order block. Last parallel gap to order block. What happened to this market? Not moving anywhere. This whole fall happened around 11:15. Yeah, this is the 11:15 candle, and then it started to do all of this consolidation. Come on, man. He wants to be number one in evening. Powell speak is really confusing because previously Powell make the market highly volatile consolidating market, but now these days while Trump starts to speak, this market is it's gone crazy, man. Okay, today we have the IBM earning as well. Okay, I think those news will move the market higher. After that buy, this is going to be my next buy. If this market close above this order block, this is going to be my next buy. After that buy for today, if it close one tick above this line or order block, I will take the buy. Okay, if it goes too far, then of course I will miss that trade. Otherwise I will go for the buy. If it fall a bit it will fall, I'll go for that buy. From there, stop loss is going to cover just the mean threshold. Target is this 50% of that fair value gap. Of course I will take the partial here to this relatively equal highs. See this relatively equal highs, that is going to be my partial here. This clean highs, I don't like the clean highs. See this clean highs, I don't like this type of clean highs. This will be my first partial. I will hold my trade until the 50% of that gap. I'll put my stop loss to the break even. So while this market has made this order block, for the first time I'll take the buy. I'll get stopped out over here. Okay, after getting stopped out here, next time this market will close and then give me a bit run, lower run. I will take my buy over there for the partial, and then I will hold my trade until this 50% of that gap by putting my stop loss to the break even, to this break even. So this is the first buy that will give me the boom here. I will get the partial and the what to say, like the target profit hit over there. Then this is my second buy from this candle, tap to this gap. I will take the buy. I will get stopped out over here. I will get stopped out because market fall. After getting stopped out, the next time market will close above this order block, one tick above this order block, I will be in the market again. Take the partial to the most obvious level, will hold my trade until the next obvious level. Low rejection, constant crossment rejection, by putting the stop loss to the break even. I really don't want to put it to the break even, but for the sake of this conversation or as I am in live, I'm going to put it to the break even. But if you ask me, my stop loss is going to cover, still it is going to cover that last parallel gap. But here I'll just go for the 50, to the break even. So if it stopped me out to the break even, I'm okay with that. This is going to be my target. So I will take the risk here for here. This is my first partial, which is 27 handle. And this is going to be my second target, which is going to be my 50 handle. Stop loss was just 12 handle. So I took 12 handle risk. for 50 handle profit, or at least 27 handle partial after taking the loss from there. So if I take the buy here around this area, I'm going to put my stop loss covering that mean threshold by believing that it's not going to stop me out. So I'll take a loss of 17 handle here. After taking a 17 handle loss, I'll go for that 50 handle target after taking 27 handle partial. And there the buy is from here to all, you remember the buy from there. Stop loss is going to cover that candle which has made this parallel gap. Target is around this order block. What was that order block? There, that was the order block after taking the partial, of course. So here, this is going to be the next trade. I would love to put my stop loss where I want to put it. Okay, this one I would love to put it exactly over here, just covering the last gap over here, not in the break even. As I'm in the live, so I'll put it at the break even. If it give me, I'll take it. If it doesn't give me, I'll just go stop out. I prefer to get stopped out if it breaks this parallel gap, so below this low, something like this, something like that here, because it should not break this last parallel gap if it really would love to go higher. So I will take that small risk over there. This is the logic of the last parallel gap. I really would love to take that risk, but as I told, as I am in live, so I don't want to do those type of things. Instead, just put the stop loss to the break even after taking that 27 handle partial. That is absolutely okay. Otherwise, you will count it as a losing trade. If it hit my stop loss, you will count it as a losing trade. I don't want to get judged over here. Sometimes taking some risk like 11 handle risk. What is wrong with that 11 handle risk? Of course, there is no wrong. If I get stopped out, I'm okay with that. Even while this market has been traded this last parallel gap, I can simply put it to the just one tick below the 50% of that gap. One tick below that 50% of that gap. It is safe over here. If it has been traded that 50% and get stopped me out over there, it can stop me out over there. So I will get stopped out over here maybe. Instead of getting stopped out below that area, I'll get stopped out over there. I'm okay with that. So later I will move my stop loss, but first I will put my stop loss around this area, then I will move it my stop loss to that area, stopped out around 600. I'm okay with that. 600 loss. Okay. Those people who are afraid to hold the market or hold the trade, it is for you. Take the partial, put the stop loss to the break even. You are safe. And the partial has to be taken in a very specific level. President Trump will speak at 5 p.m. ET today, likely regarding a recent tariff deal. Please don't trade this market anymore. This market is preparing for Trump. You will get confused while Trump is going to speak. This market will prepare for his speaking. It's not moving anywhere, so it's preparing for Trump to speak. In this PM session, Danichu, in this PM session, that should be your first buy. That will give you the boom. This is the second buy. Maybe you will get stopped out for 17 handle. Then third buy will give you 27 handle partial and got stopped out to the break even. How can you blow your account? Tell me, bro. No, it's not easy for me. What else I can do, brother? From the beginning, I'm showing you so many entry opportunity. Even if you miss this trade, you can take the entry from the propulsion block. Still, you will be profitable. From this propulsion block, take that entry from this propulsion block. You will be profitable from there. Confident profits. Cover the order block entry open. Target the fair value gap low. First presented fair value gap low. Still, you will be profitable after taking the partial. 1 buy, 2 buy, third buy will be wrong. Okay, it didn't work. Fourth buy came here to this fair value gap. If it come to this 50%, the order block is the next buy. Please don't take any trade anymore to risk market, because Trump is going to speak and market is actually preparing for Trump speak. Same in other markets as well. Ranging. Yeah, it's ranging. Forget about the 50%. Look at this down close body close candle. How is this possible to blow the account? See this candle. If it candle close one tick above this candle, take the buy again. Please don't take it. I mean, I'm saying stop loss one tick below this low. I can't do that because it's 29 handle. So what I will do, I'll put it over there, 22 handle. It will close one tick above that candle. It's another buy from that area. Just wait and see. You will target the same level here, the 50% of that gap. First wait to see if it can close above that candle. If Trump is speaking every day, then every day is not for trading. There is no other way, brother. Still, if you would love to trade, you have to be very, very careful about your trade limit. How many trades do you want to take? You have to be very, very limited of your entries. Because Trump is making these things. What can we do, man? If he doesn't speak, he will stay. Yeah, he is making this shit. What can we do? Look, this candle will close one tick above this candle. Tap to this candle, next buy. Just wait to see if this candle can close. If no close, no trade. I'm not going to blow my account because I'm waiting for the confirmation. What type of high time frame PDRA do you have? This is why this is your order block, because it has traded the new week opening gap low. See this new week opening gap low? It has traded that new week opening gap low. So this is my perfect order block. If it can make that order block, I would love to believe this as an order block. All I need the confirmation. Okay, you are seeing this one as an breaker block. You are seeing this one as a breaker block. This one as a breaker block. Now it is a valid order block. If it tap to this order block, that will be my buy. Target is here. If it doesn't take me, that is different matter. Maybe I'll miss this trade. It's okay. But if it could tap to this candle, it will be my buy over here. I'll go for that run with here. I entered into the market. I will take some partial wherever I feel good. Maybe this line. 34 handle partial, maybe around this area. I'll try to take that 34 handle partial and hold my trade until this area. You don't need to hold it until that area. Close your trade around 34 handle. Is that more than enough? Isn't it more than enough for being profitable? Why you are going to believe that this is going to hold the market? Because this candle has tapped to the new week opening gap low, as well as I'm not expecting that this market will close below this min threshold. See this min threshold? This candle, I'm expecting it is not going to close below this min threshold. So this is going to tell me that it should go higher. If it doesn't go higher, what you are going to take? Maybe one loss, but it should work, right? So I have to work with the probability. This is a high probable order block. Why I don't want to believe this order block? Because it is going to fail just because of that fear. As it tapped to the open of this candle, I would love to mark the open. Okay. As it has tapped to this open, I will get stopped out here. Okay, no problem. I will observe that low of this candle. If this low is not taken, I will take the re-entry. The same thing I have done over there. It stopped me out, closed over there. I would love to go for the buy again. Keep watching. If it has taken this low and keep falling, that means I don't have any re-entry opportunity. Something like this. No re-entry opportunity. So what do I mean by that? That means I have missed the entry. I have used the order block logic here. Didn't work. I missed the re-entry opportunity. If it stopped me out and then give me re-entry opportunity, I'll go for the re-entry with so much confidence that it is going to work. Mark the order block mean threshold. This is the mean threshold of that order block. So it can trade the mean threshold of that order block, right? Is there anything wrong? No, nothing is wrong. It can of course trade that mean threshold of that order block here. But it should not close below the mean threshold of that order block. Why don't you put your stop loss below the order block here? Why don't you put it over here? Because it's 30 handle. I don't want to take that 30 handle loss. Instead, I would love to cover the high of that fair value gap. And if I get stopped out here, it's 22 handle. Then I will be able to take re-entry if it wants to go higher. I will be able to take that re-entry. So I don't need to take that 30 handle risk. Instead, I will take that 22 handle risk. If I get 34 handle, it's more than enough for being profitable. This lowest body close candle, what is that? It is my propulsion block. So if the body can close above this candle, I'm going to get so much confident about the bull run, because now I will have the propulsion block. If it can close above that propulsion block, I will be so much confident that okay, this market is going to go and at least going to hit my target, wherever you would love to frame your target. Why it is not moving? I think it's because of Trump. As he's going to speak, I think market is going to be disaster. Like huge run. in 15-minute chart, I don't have any breaker block. Inversion fair value gap, it's difficult for me to say because of course this is a inversion fair value gap. Of course, it's an inversion fair value gap according to the rules. But as I have the buy side liquidity, I'm more interested to see this market will go higher. Okay, so this inversion fair value gap is valid, but I want to see it will be violated. Market will keep going higher. It's not going to stop the market. ধরে ধরতে হইলাম বেরিয়ে দিতাম পাখির পাখি কমে আসে যা চন্দ্রের ভেতর আলোচি পাখি কমে আসে যা দরজায় মধ্যে মধ্যে চরকা দরজায় মধ্যে মধ্যে চরকা শরীর কোথায় Man, this market is not. First of all, I'm not a robot. Okay, so I have to think about the market. I have to watch that market continuously. Then I have to go for the trade or go for the analysis. For me, it's really so difficult. That is why I can't do different type of market analysis. I was trying, but later I was not able to follow up. And while I was not able to follow up them, I stopped to doing the analysis of the gold market. Please stop trading for today. Trump is going to speak, so let him speak. Let the market do some shit again. Come back tomorrow, try to trade tomorrow again. Top rejection, consequent crossment rejection. There is no job left over here. All the job has been done. High rejection, consequent crossment rejection. All the job has been done. Last opportunity to go for the buy down. But don't take the entry, please. Keep watching this market. Not good market, okay? Highly seek and destroy mode. Highly did it seek and destroyed. So no need to worry about trading here while you know that Trump is going to speak. I don't think he will speak. They write. He signs executive orders at 7. I mean at 5. We should kiss him, okay? We should kiss Trump. That guy is so crazy, man. Here, while I will take the first buy, I will get stopped out over here. Then I will be able to take the next buy. But in this area, while market has failed the first buy, it didn't give me the re-entry opportunity. So I didn't take that re-entry. I have taken a 17 handle loss. I will stop with that 17 handle loss and I will keep waiting for another buying opportunity from the order block. Not going to move my direction that it is going to fall. It will keep taking it. It will keep falling. It will keep falling. No, I'm not going to think like that way. I could go for the sell if there was no new day opening gap low, or if there is no new week opening gap low, or if there is no that type of week 50%. See this week, that week 50% is also important. Let me mark that week 50%. See this 50%, that dotted line. If there was no all of this barricade or all of this, what to say, I mean this type of strong resistance around that area, I could frame some sell. As I have those, I can't take the sell while I have already seen that market has been reacted from there. So I can't take the sell because I don't know they will be reacted or market is going to break all of them and it will keep falling. I have no idea. So while I have no idea, I'm not interested to use this PDRA against my bias. Yeah, Mahadi. We should kiss him. That week 50% and the new day opening gap low are around the same level. Okay, so I'm going to remove the week 50%. I'll just make a line over there so that you can understand that this is the low of that new day opening gap as well as the week 50%. Here, this is the week 50% as well as the low of that new day opening gap. Can it keep falling? If it keep falling, I have no problem with that, but I can't go against the new day opening gap low while I have seen previously it has been rejected, how beautifully it has been rejected over there. The same way it failed to break the high, it can simply fail to break that low. It can do that. I don't know that. So if I don't know that, I don't want to take the entry or I don't want to do the gamble over here. If I would love to take entry, I will go for the buy because buying is more easier for me to take around this level. It's not the order block anymore. What is your cue, brother Usman? Is this broken? No, it's not broken. It has to be broken from 15-minute chart. So while the 15-minute candle will close below this area, then it will be broken. The next level will be this low of the new week opening gap. I think it's the new week opening gap. Oh no, it's the midnight open actually. Sorry, my mistake. The next level will be this new day opening gap high, which is from today. He will make a tweet, shares or gold fall, he will buy it, and make another tweet, market goes up. Oh, no buy is valid while market is below this new day opening gap low. So if it can close above this new day opening gap low again, then I will frame the buy again from that area. I am expecting this market will respect the 50% of that week. So nobody is going to close below the 50% of that week. I will use the new day opening gap low as my entry fair gap. So I will use the order block by using this new day opening gap low. If it do that, if it keep falling, I have nothing to do because until the body doesn't close below this new day opening gap, I can't take the sell. When scalping 1 minute, do you consider any higher time frame? Of course, the 15-minute chart always, always, always the 15-minute chart. Of course, you can care, Manu. Why don't you care, brother? Please care about that new day opening gap. You should care about that new day opening gap, brother. $15 is not bearish, brother. It is overzealous to take the liquidity one more time. Maybe I'm not sure about that. Maybe it is overzealous to take that liquidity one more time, but it's not a bearish market, it's a bullish market. After that big run, that small fall you are seeing, this is the bearish market. No, it's not the bearish market. For being a breaker block, there has to be some job market has to do. So 15-minute chart didn't make that breaker block. If you watch the breaker block video from our channel, you will understand what do I mean by that. Watch the video from our channel, which is a 15-minute, sorry, which is called the breaker block video. It's 1725, so I will make it, no, not that one, okay. 1725, 1725, 1725, 1725. Let's make it here, okay. That's the first portion. That's the first partial. After taking the partial, I will look for the target around this height, up to that high, by putting the stop loss exactly over there. Here. just cover the order block open. So this is the open of that order block. Just cover that order block open. After taking the partial, if it is stopping me out, I'm okay with that. Because first buy didn't work here. It's a 17 handle loss. So I'll take a 17 handle partial over there to make my loss gun. After taking that partial, I'll put my stop loss around this area. I think I didn't make it in the right way. A bit lower of that week. Two tick below that candle. Just two tick below that candle. So maybe 8 handle loss. I got 8 handle loss after taking the partial. I'm okay with that. I love to do that. If you don't do that, put it around the break even. I would love to take that risk because I will take re-entry over here if I get stopped out over here. I got stopped out around this area after taking the partial. So remember that after taking this partial, I got stopped out. I'll take re-entry. This candle tapped to this order block. I will be in the market again and is going to cover the same area, that candle area. 12 handle risk, just 12 handle risk. Going to target the same target here. This time I'll take the partial over here around the 50% of that week. So this will be the first partial here. While the body has closed above the order block again, and I have seen that market didn't close that order block, so I would love to take re-entry. After getting stopped out, that will be my re-entry from that order block. We'll take the partial here and we'll hold my trade until this area, until that area. One loss here for 17 handle. We'll try to cover my loss over there and we'll take some losses, maybe 17 handle, 6 handle, 7 handle loss. I'm okay with that. And then we'll take the partial again over here, 22 handle, and then we'll hold my trade until this area. Let me check. Actually, I put the partial exactly to the 50% or not, because it has to be exactly up the 50% of that area. Okay. So here again the first partial. Put the stop loss again 1 tick or 2 tick below that low, the new low, this low, 1 tick or 2 tick below that low. Maybe it's a 9 handle risk. You don't need to take that 9 handle risk. Put your stop loss to the break even. Just to do it. I would love to take that risk here and would love to go for that same buy side liquidity. I know that I have taken one loss for 17 handle, then one profit for 17 handle, one partial for how many handle? For 23 handle, and then going to take the profit over here. While this candle appeared on the chart, I'll put my stop loss 1 tick below that candle, just 1 tick below that candle. We'll get a stop out here. I'm okay with that. You don't need to do it. Just put it to the break even. Simply put it to the break even and hold your trade until the target, which is 53 handle. $37 handle run. Okay, until now it's a 34 handle run. Loss of 17 handle, right? It's a 17 handle loss. Here it has, even if you close it right now, do I really care about that 17 handle loss? I don't care about that. Remember, not exactly to that low. I will cover that fair value gap. Okay, forget about that low. Cover that fair value gap. We'll take a bit more risk. Maybe there. We'll put the stop loss over here. This line is my stop loss. Okay? After taking that partial. If I don't take the partial, I'm not going to move my stop loss, not even a single tick above the break even. I'll put the stop loss to the break even. The partial is the most important thing. I would love to take the partial here, put my stop loss over here, will hold my trade until this area. One loss for 17 handle. That is all you are seeing. One loss, 17 handle. First profit 17 handle, mitigate all of my losses. Partial 23 handle, target for 53 handle. Most funding have the trailing. Yeah, that is why I told you close your trade around 25 handle. Don't give a shit for that 53 handle. Why you are so greedy? Why you are so greedy? You can't be greedy. If you are working with the trailing drawdown, you have to close your trade in the most logical level, which is here. This is a trade. Closed the trade over there. Closed the trade over there. 17 handle profit, 22 handle profit. You took a loss of 17 handle, you got a profit of 22 handle, you got a profit of 17 handle. So 17 handle, 17 handle is gone. You are profitable for 22 handle. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that, brother? I didn't remove anything from my chart. 61 handle profit. You don't need that 61 handle profit. This is the most logical level. You are working with the trailing drawdown. 27 handle profit. Stop over there. No more trade here. Stop there. Don't give a shit of 46 handle. Take your profit in the most logical level, which is the order block. 19 handle profit. Stop over there. We'll go for the buy. Where is the next buy? There. Maybe you took a loss of what is going to be the loss? Let me check. How can you blow the account? How can you complain? You are complaining because you don't know what you are doing. Whatever it is, okay? So it's a loss. It's a loss of 23 handle. It's a 23 handle loss. Perfect. After taking that 23 handle loss, you got another buy. Maybe your stop loss same area. Closed your trade is the most logical level. 30 handle. 30 handle profit. 17 handle loss. Forget about. 17 handle profit. 22 handle profit. Why you are not saying that? Why you are saying that it is going to boom 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 boom? You are keep doing that. Why you are doing that, brother? I'm using the same logic everywhere, everywhere. How can you blow your account, man? You are blowing your account because you are taking all of these entries. You will come here, you will take that 27 handle, your job is done. You are done for the day. No more trade is valid for you. No entry is valid for you. You took that entry, you are done. You are working with the trailing drawdown. Close your trade in at the most logical level or low hanging fruit. If it support your stop loss 1:1, then close it over there. Learn it, brother. You won't be I mean, you can't be a loser if you follow the same logic, same rules, same thing. In this market, if I would love to take the sell, I will get the same thing. Maybe sometimes I'll get stopped out, but most of the time I'll get my profit. For example, if I would love to, if my bias was bearish, this is the highest up close body close candle. While this market appeared over there, why when this candle has been validated as an order block, this candle has validated this order block. I will take the sell over there. First sell. It went higher. This candle, I am not interested to take any kind of. Sorry, I would love to take the sell from here. Why? Because this highest up close body close candle has traded this order block. This is the propulsion block. Validate this propulsion block. Take new sell here. Come back again to this first presented gap. Made this first presented gap valid. This candle is my order block again. Didn't give me the entry opportunity. Okay, no problem. And then okay, this sell I won't be able to take because there was no setup. We don't have your experience, just took another loss. Give us time. I did it in front of you. I showed you every partial level, stop loss to the break even. Partial level, stop loss to the break even. I don't know. And why did you trade over here, brother? I told that please don't take any trade because Trump is going to do it or whatever he's going to do. Let him do whatever. We'll trade tomorrow. That's good. Tomorrow is more than good. Let today go. The percentage is horrible. You are horrible, Max. This candle has traded the last fair value gap, which is the week 50%. See this week 50% that week. So until the body doesn't close, this body didn't close below the week 50%. It was a valid order block. I mean, sorry, valid last fair value gap. So I have used that week 50% as my order block. If I take on my left around this area, look at this candle or this fall. Why the week 50% is valid as an order block? This low has been traded the fair value gap over here. The lowest down close body close candle is my order block. This order block, if I extend it to my right, this is called the propulsion block. I can simply use this propulsion block. Now all of this price action I don't need, because I can simply see that week 50%, until that 15-minute candle is not going to break the 50%, any kind of buying opportunity is valid for me. I can simply take any kind of buy from order block by using that week 50% rules. Okay, sister? Because Manu, your speaking style is like you are so frustrated and you are saying all the frustration over here, because this market is not good. We are struggling with this market because of, first of all, there is only one reason why we are struggling with this market, and that reason is, this is just a one reason, and that is, see this candle, until market is not going to break that candle, we will keep watching these candles. Look at these candles. Every candle, look at that candle, then volume balance that candle, volume balance that candle, volume balance that candle, volume balance that candle, volume balance this candle. Now this candle was bit good. Look at that candle. Until market is inside this candle, we will keep seeing this type of price action. See this range, it has to break that range first. It's not for many, it's for everyone, brother. It's horrible for everyone. Those people who are doing overtrade, it is horrible for every single one of them. Those people who are trading a very limited number of entries, maybe one or two, maximum three, this is so beautiful market for them, because they know how to stop. They took some loss, they don't give a shit. They got profit, they are done. You want to be a ICT trader, but you would love to skip the ICTs or ICT stocking, then you can't be ICT trader. ICT's first advice is, this is the first advice: close your trade at the low hanging fruit. This is the first advice. You have to follow this. You want to be a ICT trader, but you don't want to follow this advice. How can you expect that you will be an ICT trader? ICT's next advice: if you want to get a runner, you have to take partial always. This is the second advice. So which one you would love to follow? Close your trade at the low hanging fruit. Wherever I took the partial, that is called the low hanging fruit. Close it. You want to be ICT trader? Follow it. Okay, you don't want to close the trade, so you want to get the runner. Then you have to take the partial at the low hanging fruit always. Which one you want to follow? Follow any of them. I have no problem with that. So the new trader, if they think that I'm taking the profit around the partial and then I'm getting stopped out, I get stopped out to the break even and it is horrible for them, then they are not here to be an ICT trader. And for those people, they have to go to future scalper. They have to go to this guy. Let me see actually if he is still here or not. I don't know. I think he has done. He has done. I'm not sure he is done or not. Just go and watch him, okay? He blow 5 to 6 accounts, 7 accounts, and then he got payout from 1 to 2 accounts. It is going to cover all the loss. If you want to learn it, you have to follow the everything I have told over here. 1 trade, winning trade, stop. 2 losing trade, stop. If you would love to keep trading, switch the account, man. I am fed up with telling the same shit again and again. I don't need the final target. If I would love to go for like other people, I'm not interested of that. Bro, instead of taking 10 trade, 1 trade force of sale was more than enough. Where can I send you the video of peak of making market structure right? Come on, teaching wrong, doing it wrong. May God help you. Thank you, Usman, for saying that. I wish that, brother, you are a profitable trader and you are the best. I would love to learn from you, brother. You can send me to my Discord, okay? You will get the link. Gupta, can you please share the link for Usman? So I can learn from him, okay? Thank you so much. Or Mahdi, if you can share the Discord link, I'll be grateful to both of you. And as I'm doing the wrong thing, I wish that I will never see your comment again, okay? Because I don't want you to teach the wrong thing. Please, brother, don't learn the wrong thing, brother. I would love to see your payout as well, because you, of course, you are the best. Now I have games. I think Amacha and now you. It's cool. From my small experience, runner extremely rarely work. Yeah, Manu. It's not your experience. I keep saying that things. Don't go for the runner. Don't go for the runner. Don't go for the runner. I keep saying that. Keep saying that. Keep saying that. Still, people doesn't listen to me. I don't need any of this runner. Every single buy, I'll close around the low-hanging fruit, and I'll be profitable. I don't have any problem. No runner. Every single trade will be from there. Low hanging fruit. Where is the low hanging fruit? This is the low hanging fruit. Stop loss is there. There. 27 handle. Low hanging fruit, right? From the propulsion block, the stop loss by covering the order block. Low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit. This is the low hanging fruit. 30 handle profit on loss, and then the next entry, stop loss below that area here. See this relatively equal highs, low hanging fruit, 31 handle profit. Of course, after taking a loss of 15 handle, there is a loss. I will say that there is a loss. Here I will take a loss. I'll go for the low hanging fruit. Tapped here. I don't know did it trade any fair value gap or not. I have no idea. If it trade any fair value gap, again I'll go for the buy. I'll get the high. I'll get the low hanging fruit here. This last fair value gap, that is the low hanging fruit. I don't know, okay, it has traded any fair value gap or not. If it has been traded any fair value gap, for example, it has been traded any fair value gap, I don't know that, but for the sake of this conversation, think that it has traded some kind of fair value gap. For the sake of this conversation, we'll take the buy from this order block there. Going to put the stop loss below that order block, 22 handle, going to make it here 18 handle. Low hanging fruit. Where is the low hanging fruit? That is the low hanging fruit. 31 handle profit. Yeah, I will take one loss maybe. Where was that? 17 handle loss. Then I will make thousand of the profit with the low hanging fruit. And yeah, that is all, brother. After 345 no trade is valid. I am waiting to see around 350 candle, because the 350 candle is the highly volatile candle. Love to see how the highly volatile candle is going to work, and then we'll be done around trading. Around 350 candle is going to be the highly volatile. Wow, see this volatility around 350 candle. Very nice volatility. I really afraid of this candle, 350 candle. All day I'll keep looking for buy around the morning session. It was a difficult area, right? It was a very difficult area to trade. Still we have got the buy boom here. If you remember, we took the buy from here. That was a perfect buy. Stop loss was below that area here, just below that constant encroachment, and our target was 26 or 27 handle, something like that. So our buy was from there. From there, that was the target, 28 handle. 28 handle around this area. Low hanging fruit. If I would love to go for the, not for this big runner, that big runner, I will go for the low hanging fruit, which is this week 50%. Just a little below of that week 50%, little below of that week 50%. So over here, go for maybe until this area. Low hanging fruit. This is the low hanging fruit. That was the buy in the morning session. That was the order block. Same situation like today around the PM session. From this order block, we'll take the buy here around this order block and got stopped out below that order block to take. Okay, so here 22 handle loss. I'll take that 22 handle loss. Now while this candle closed, the very next candle fall a bit, I'll take the re-entry over there by covering the mean threshold of that order block. So it will be maybe here somewhere. So 23 handle target. So low hanging fruit, last fair value gap. This is called the low hanging fruit. Will close my trade exactly over there. Here, I don't care about that huge run, even though we knew that market is going over there. You remember the clean buy side liquidity? Very clean buy side liquidity over here. That high has been taken. I don't need that on. I will take a loss of 22 handle. I will go for that 65 handle profit after taking 57 handle profit. We took this one loss, then this buy. Then market is falling over here. All of this fall. I didn't do anything over here because I was not able to trade this market. It was falling, so I was not able to trade this market. Around this PM session, this is the first opportunity to take the buy from this order block. Fortunately or unfortunately, market didn't give me the entry opportunity over here, so I am not able to take the buy here. But if it could take the entry over here, I would go for the buy. Low hanging fruit. Where? This last fair value gap. See this last fair value gap, low hanging fruit. If it would take me, I would go for that buy. It didn't take me that. Give me the buy here. Low hanging fruit. What is that? Order block. Low hanging fruit. That high or the highest up close border propulsion block or whatever you say. This is a perfect propulsion block until that area. Buy Here I have nothing to do around this area. We'll take a buy here. I can take, I mean, it can be a losing trade, so maybe here. I don't remember exactly where, but it so far I remember it was like something like this. That then we'll get that profit for taking 19 handle loss. We'll get 30 handle profit, 17 handle loss here, right here, 17 handle loss. Oops, yeah, that was the loss. Didn't give me the re-entry opportunity. Gave me the re-entry opportunity here. Low hanging fruit. Right. Low hanging fruit. What else do I need in a day? What else do I need? One win, one loss, one win, one win, one win, one. This one is a loss, I guess. Yeah, this is a loss, and then one win, loss, win. This one I am not sure that it has traded any order block or something like. I have no idea. So forget about the last one. What else do I need? How can I broke my account? I want the runner, then it is risky. That is why you are seeing my extreme target is not hitting. Maybe it is not hitting. Okay, I'm absolutely okay with that. Where I'm giving you 62 handle partial, 30 handle partial, you are asking about that. I will go for 20 handle partial and I will close my trade around 30 handle. I will take 40 handle, 25 handle partial. I will close my trade around 40 handle. You will see that extreme target has been hit. Come on, man. Whatever I will do, I really get frustrated today because whatever I will do, I will never get your appreciation. Never ever, because I know that it is free. I am a human being. I have spent a lot of time in my life to spoiling my life by rejecting the free things from ICT. That is why ICT told that you will never get it until you want to get it. Donicho, of course, one short is easier. Of course, if you take the short here, it's more than enough for being profitable for you. Okay, you took the short here, you got the profit of all of this area. While my bias is bearish, I never take the buy. As today my bias is bullish, I was framing the buy only. Every fall I was taking the buy because my bias was bullish. Until that buy side liquidity, while it has been taken, market fall, come back again here, my bias was still bullish. I can't think about sell. What the hell, man? Why the new week opening gap is gone from my chart? I don't know what is happening, but while there is new week opening gap, new day opening gap, lot of things are over there. You want to go against those area? I don't have that type of courage to go against them, brother. My bias was bullish, I frame the buy setup. If my bias was bearish, I would frame the sell setup only. Don't you remember at the beginning, while I was looking for the buy here, I was looking for the buy here, that Korosh or something, and the ICT I can't trade, that guy, they started to say the sell. Even Korosh has told about the sell over there. From this fair value gap, he told that I'm taking the sell from here. And then he just out of the area. Later, while this market was here, he told that my trade is done, I'm profitable. This is very easy to say like that way, but framing a trade in front of the people is so difficult, brother. Still, I am showing you every entry before it happens. Did I ever? Is there any single trade that I have framed after effect? That means that has been done or did I target any high where I didn't say that it's the best partial level? Anywhere. Order block. Remember order block? If you have confusion, you can watch. Propulsion block, order block. That was my target. This one is a losing trade, and then this relatively equal highs, clean relatively equal highs. That was my partial level. It's a losing trade. This one I have been target until this area, and this one is different, of course, different. In the morning session, didn't I show you exactly the same level over here? That is the okay. I took the partial here because I wanted to take the partial and hold it. Wanted to hold it until this area. Then this loss after that didn't I say that, man, if I was alone in my room, I would go for the trade. It is a 99.99% confirmed trade. It is going to hit that fair value gap. 99.99% I'm confirmed it is going to hit that fair value gap. Has confusion? Go and rewatch that part. Exactly over here around the morning session. Everything is in live. Everything is in live. All of this area I had nothing to do. I was looking for buy, it didn't give me the buying opportunity. Now what can I do? I have no way to take the entry. And then after 11:30 no trade is valid until 12:50. I will come 12:50, I'll go for the buy. I'll go for the buy because my bias is bullish. Even if my bias is bullish, my bias is wrong, I will be profitable. You don't need all of this trade. All you need just one trade. That first trade in the morning session. If you skip the first presented gap entry is different. Okay, if you skip that first presented gap, that was our first trade. It's a winning trade. You are done. So you don't need to be struggle with the setup. All you need some kind of logic to believe that one. If it doesn't work, wait for the next opportunity. If it doesn't work, done for the day. Simple, brother. But it's not possible for me to get everyone's mind because this is the free stuff. Day by day, I'm getting frustrated, to be honest, man. Even I don't want to trade any of them. This was the best setup ever. It can be more precise than this setup. Well, while I have taken that setup, I'm done for the day. 46 handle, okay, perfect. Low hanging fruit. Or maybe here, 28 handle, done for the day. No need to trade all of this shit. Nothing. Those people who are talking about the sell, brother, I will take the sell, I will take the sell. It's very easy to say the sell after seeing this thing. While it was framing the setup, did you ever see how it has been worked over there? This is the PM session has been started. The PM session from 12:50. Look at the sell. Where is your sell? Where is your sell? Where is your sell? Finally, it has made the sell over here around 232. Do you really believe that those people who are waiting until this area without trading, they have pushed button here thousands of the time, then got stopped out. Finally, they got this and they started to say, I would love to take the sell. Even if they push the button here and hold the trade for so long, they will get stopped out by that run. See this run? They will get stopped out. It's not a small run. It's a 60 handle run. And while they are talking about sell, they are going against new day opening gap low, new week opening gap low. Fortunately, market fall until that area. They will get stopped out every day. Go and check your new day opening gap, new week opening gap reaction. You will get that 100%. All of this reaction, where did it happen? Exactly to the new day opening gap high. Exactly to that new day opening gap high. This is that new day opening gap high has been reacted over there. From exactly where it has been reacted, new day opening gap low, new week opening gap low. I don't know why my chart is not showing that new day opening gap, new week opening gap. What happened with that? think it's here, but it's not showing. I don't know why. I don't know why. This has been reacted from the new day opening gap, new week opening gap low. This has been reacted from new day opening gap high. It has been consolidating over there. Fortunately, this candle break, that is the candle that has break the low. And they started to say this is a bearish market. Yeah. I really fed up, okay? Okay, see you guys. I hope that tomorrow, those people who knows everything about this trading, no need to come over here. Go somewhere else, okay? I have a very small amount of viewers, 100 200 people only, and I'm more than happy with to work with those people who are really interested to learn this market. Those who knows how to trade, no need to come over here. Some in YouTube you will find thousands of the people that are doing this live streaming. Please go over there, watch them, or maybe buy $1,000 mentorship and then learn from them. This is the perfect place for you guys, not me. Anybody has anything to ask? If you don't have anything to ask, then I'd love to close the stream for today. Today is one of the frustrated day for me. I come here and the morning session and the PM session and even the scalping that ran for 2 hours. Come on, man. For whom I'm doing all of this? Ah. Thanks for all the stream today. I appreciate Candy Force. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for your commentary. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, bro. Take a break. Some sick. See you tomorrow, Gangjong. Abdul, thank you, brother. Thank you so much, brother, for being over here. Abdul Moti, I hope that your problem is gone, man. Hey, Jason, thank you so much, man. So see you guys until the next time. Cheers, guys.